another fantastic matchup. Hitting the lineup now, one of the fancied surfers for the Rookie of the Year title. Seth Moniz of Hawaii was really solid early on in the contest. Reef Heazlewood causing the biggest upset so far, knocking out last year's world title runner-up and the defending Quiksilver Pro champion Julian Wilson in the third round. Super solid stuff. And Reef, he's running on pure confidence. He has one of the highest heat score totals of the contest so far. We'll see if he can keep the momentum going here. The winner of the trials up at the moment, that's Reef Heazlewood. Thanks for joining us on the Fox Sports Network. Reef up against Seth Moniz. Well, here he is. No major sponsor at the moment, believe it or not. Falls on that first ride. It's just one of those things. All these guys do it. They process what unfolded in the heat, maybe the turning points. And I actually think the turning point happened when Felipe busted his first preference board. Reef Heazlewood. Spin out of a big frontside air reverse there. And Seth Moniz, he's been so solid, Pete, throughout, hasn't he? Really composed performances. He's got that high-risk element to his surfing, but hasn't really had to rely on it just yet, going for some real solid power backhand hits there. Yeah,
and again, he's got that ability to do both huge airs, forehand as well, backhand, and also do some magnificent straight-up vertical surfing in the championship tour. And this is the spotlight, you know, it's on. You watch beautiful carves and a finish. Great.
Well, John Florence, we're always looking forward to that heat. You've actually beaten Felipe 3 times in head-to-head matchups. He's only got you once.
Yeah, definitely a bit of a confidence boost, and just first event back in a long time, and yeah, getting this far in the event, you know, like snapper's kind of always been either really good for me or really bad, and so to be this far along, it kind of relaxes a lot of the nerves, and especially just kind of getting a rhythm moving into this year. It's I felt like there was a lot of unknowns coming into the last couple of months, especially with my injury.
Did have a little bobble coming out of it, so it affected the score slightly.
Oh my goodness, Reef Heazlewood, we've been talking this guy up. He's been getting more pop than anyone in those frontside airs of late, and he has just stomped an absolute beauty.
Pretty amazing how much pop he does get, and there is a certain part of this technique that he gets, but I mean, it's just the way he gets the pop. He lifts the board up into his grabs.
Oh, how good is that angle? Unbelievable camera work.
And this is one maneuver, but it's a very technical air. It's very high, has great amplitude, and he just stomps the landing.
Love that slop grab. Very stylish. He actually didn't poke the tail out as much as he has. Some movement here. Seth just focused on keeping Reef off these lefts and just hoping that he gets a ramp himself. Has to readjust, goes for a power hook. Going to try and work this one over. Doesn't need a whole lot to get in front, just a 3.03, and that's the focus there.
Yeah, you can tell. I mean, after the first snap, he carries all the speed. I'll find myself just at least with the lead. But I mean, this wave will probably have to be replaced if he wants to stay out.
Kanoa Igarashi, who only needs a 5.65. Here's the replay of Seth's ride.
Yeah, no, he carries a ton of speed, and that was a beautiful first snap, but then the wave flattens out. And at this point, he's all, okay, well, let's just see if I can just get the 3.
Buckling your board, that's a major disadvantage. He performed very well on that second preference craft and managed to get himself right back in the heat and surfed great. Here we go, Seth, up at the moment. Such an exciting prospect, this young rookie. Definitely one of the favorites.
Yeah, I love the format changes and the implementation of this dual heat format. As we watch the replay here from Seth Moniz, you would say that he's pretty safely going to get the score needed to get the lead. I don't see this number going exceptionally high, but it's definitely a good backup to the 6.67. You know, he was within view pretty much the entire ride. Didn't have the exit as clean as would have liked, but I mean, he executed here and he gets the finish with a nice little air pop.
I'm so impressed with just how composed he's starting the year off beautifully.
Wow.
But at the moment, he's got his back against the wall because Reef Heazlewood, he's running on pure confidence at the moment, just hammering this wave. You can tell that Seth's surfing on the open face is a little more refined than Reef's. But Reef's just in attack mode. There's so much pressure on these guys. The pressure they put on themselves. Reef Heazlewood, though, Pete, he's been really sticking it to the big names.
He's got that wow factor.
For finals, John Florence already set up to take on Connor Coffin on finals day. Continuing on with action right out front. Seth Moniz using all of that rail. Racetrack section setting up for a finish. Belts it on the forehand. Backhand reform on the bonus. Moniz heating up, trying to protect that lead on Reef Heazlewood, who's just been taking over the surfing world with those big frontside punts. Talking about taking over the surfing world.
Board speared me in the eye and almost lost my eye. It was pretty heavy.
Well, we're glad that you're watching this action with us right here. Seth Moniz, really special, having a little hangout with Kai Lenny, watching action unfold out front. A couple of backside hacks down the line for Reef Heazlewood. Blasting the fins and controlling that finish. Heazlewood needing a 7.07 to take the lead off Seth Moniz in the round before. Potts, what'd you like about this one?
Everything, actually. I like the way this guy approaches the wave. You know, it's almost like that reckless abandon, but it's so calculated and so smooth as well. Everything makes sense with Reef. I love his style.
I want to say he's probably one of the most consistent guys to land airs of anyone on the tour, even in this contest.
Unbelievable run for Reef Heazlewood. Still running. Blowtail out of control on that one. He's down, but he's pushing it. Medina has to deal with Yago Dora. Yago's taken out Medina in the past. Catching up to that heat in motion. Seth Moniz.
Is he going to have enough time? Maybe just to get it. He's going to have to do something special, though, Joe. 7.07. Here he goes.
Having this one set up for Reef right before the buzzer and just not finding a big section to work with. But the wild card made a huge statement this week on the Gold Coast, taking out Julian and getting into the round of 16. We're going to take a quick break. More action to come at the Quiksilver Pro, and Kai Lenny's going to hang out with us right after this.